as hard as it is to believe, I have a personal trainer. I know I'm not his star pupil. I'm not a terribly good advert for his business, Pulse Health and Fitness in Ludlow, in Shropshire, but I'm pleased to say nonetheless that he joins us now. Andy, sorry to ruin your business by showing such a kind of fine figure of a man, but can you give us some advice on how, when we are sitting at a desk, perhaps a little bit more tense than normal, how we can free that pressure up, and even if we're not kind of gym buddies and bunnies and dressed in stretch lycra, how we can just keep fit and strong?
Yeah, I think now more so than ever before, people are having to work at home in probably makeshift desks, makeshift chairs. They haven't got the ergonomic chairs that they've got in their offices at work. So I think it's really important that people, if they do spend 8 hours or 6 hours, do think about how they're sitting, because after 8 hours being in one position, that isn't going to do anybody any good, no matter how fit or how flexible or how mobile you are. I think with posture, there's a bit of a misnomer that there's a perfect posture. And I don't really think when you're sitting that there is, because if you think about being in a perfect posture for 8 hours with your shoulders back, your back straight, your rib cage tucked under, that is still going to ache. It's still going to make muscles get tired, whether they be the lumbar, which is the lower back. So I think the main thing to think about is movement, because it's so easy for all of us to develop this stoop position and stay there. Now, whilst that stoop position for half an hour probably isn't going to do you any harm, think about after half an hour changing to an upright, just to give the different muscles a chance to relax, different muscles a chance to work. So a couple of good exercises, just really, really quickly. One of my favourite is, if I'm sitting down, is to interlink my fingers, place them over the back of my neck, not too high up on the head, just in the nape of the neck. And then what we do is, if I'm sitting down, I just tuck my chin. So think of a double chin, tuck under, and then what I do is it's like I'm trying to hide. So I'm closing the elbows, and then from there, this is the bit that works, is I open up right the way back. Now, the effort is coming from my shoulders. It's not the elbows trying to get back as far as they can. It's the shoulders that are opening the movement. So what I'm doing is I'm working in this part of the body, okay? That's the really important bit. So fingers together behind the nape of the neck, and then just hide everything with the elbows, and then all of a sudden lift yourself up, but use the shoulders to take everything back, and you'll get a nice good stretch. So you could probably do maybe 10 of those, build it up, but set your prompt to do them every half an hour or so. Another one which I find is a really good one when you're sitting down is a scapular movement. So your scapula is your shoulder blade on the back there, and I call these scapular clocks. So the way to imagine is, if you were upright sitting on your chair, what I want you to do is bring the scapula up. So you're basically bringing the shoulders up to your ear, and then what we're doing is we're imagining a clock going backwards from 12 to 6 o'clock. So we go from 6 o'clock straight up the clock to 12, and then we go right the way around, back down to 6. So we come up and we come down. We can do about 12, 15 of those. And then what we do is we go from 12 o'clock, so we're at the top, and we go round the opposite way, which is clockwise, to 6. Then we come up 6 to 12, and we go the opposite way. So we've gone from the bottom to the top on the first set of 12, done that, and then we go from the top to the bottom, come back up, top to the bottom, come back up. They are called scapular clocks.